You feel it, don't you? That twist in your stomach, that pause when they speak, the way your soul leans back before your mind even understands why. This video isn't just a list, it's a mirror, a flashlight, and maybe a wake-up call. Because when someone lies to you, not just once but over and over, it's not just the truth that dies. It's trust, it's safety, it's you doubting yourself more and more every day. So here are 10 signs they're lying to you. Not maybe, not possibly, but definitely. Let's begin. Sign 1. Their stories keep changing. At first it was 8 p.m., then suddenly it was 7:45. And now? Oh, now they're not sure. Liars struggle with timelines because truth is easy to remember, but lies need rehearsing. And unless they've practiced every word, the cracks show. You just have to listen close. You'll feel it. Their story bends like plastic in heat. You try to hold on to it, but it slips. Sign 2. They get defensive over nothing. You ask a simple question, where were you? And suddenly, you're on trial. Not them, you. They raise their voice, roll their eyes, or worse, they go quiet, like your question is some kind of insult, like your curiosity is a crime. You always do this. Why can't you just trust me? I don't owe you a report. But here's the thing, honest people don't panic under questions. They don't explode when you're simply trying to connect. They don't deflect, manipulate, or guilt trip you into silence. That defensiveness, it's not random, it's a strategy. Because if they can make you feel wrong for asking, they never have to give you the right answer. And over time, you start shrinking. You stop asking. You tiptoe around the truth, afraid of waking the beast that always finds a way to turn it back on you. But ask yourself this: why does the truth make them so uncomfortable? Why do they flinch at simple words like who, when, why? Because somewhere deep down, they know the answers will unravel everything, and they'd rather shame you into silence than stand naked in the light. If you feel like you're walking on eggshells every time you try to understand them, it's not about your tone, it's not about your wording, it's not about how you said it, it's about what they're hiding. Real love welcomes questions. Lies build walls, and when they get angry over nothing, that is something. Sign 3. Their emotions don't match their words. They say all the right things. I love you. I'd never lie to you. You mean everything to me. But the words fall flat, empty, like someone reading lines from a script they don't believe in anymore, because something's missing. The warmth, the soul, the truth. You feel it when they speak, a coldness behind the smile, a delay between your pain and their reaction, a glaze in their eyes when you need connection most. It's not what they say, it's how it doesn't land. You want to believe them. Of course you do. Because the words are exactly what you need to hear, but something in your body resists. Something in your gut whispers, this doesn't feel real. And it's not. Because liars can say, I'm sorry, without ever feeling regret. They can say, I love you, while actively betraying your trust. You start noticing the performance, how they mimic empathy, but don't embody it. How they act concerned, but only when someone's watching. How they tell you they care, but you still feel so alone. This is emotional dissonance, a disconnect between their words and their energy. And it wears you down. Because now you don't just question them, you start questioning yourself. Maybe I'm overreacting. Maybe I'm just too sensitive. Maybe I should just be grateful they said anything at all. No, you're not crazy. You're not difficult. You're just tuned into something deeper. Because real truth, real love, has a feeling. And when it's not there, no words in the world can replace it. Watch the energy. Not the language. Words can lie, but the soul can't fake what it doesn't feel. Sign 4. They over-explain. They tell you too much, too many details, too rehearsed, like they're trying to sell you a version of the truth instead of just telling it. Liars fear the silence, so they flood you with noise. They hope you'll get lost in it, distracted, exhausted, and then you'll drop the question. Sign 5. They avoid eye contact or give you way too much. The eyes don't lie, but liars try to control them. Some can't meet your gaze. They look down. They blink too much. Their eyes dart around the room like they're searching for an escape. Others, they overcompensate. They lock in too hard, like they're trying to convince you with their stare, like if they don't blink, you'll believe them. But whether it's too little or too much, something always feels off, because eye contact isn't just a visual thing, it's emotional. When someone's telling the truth, there's a natural rhythm to it. Moments of connection, moments of reflection. It flows, it breathes. But with liars, there's tension, control. You can feel the strain. They're not connecting, they're performing. And you feel it in your body. Your chest tightens, your jaw clenches. Something inside you leans back, even if you don't know why. That's not anxiety. That's your intuition screaming, because liars know the eyes are windows to the soul, and they're trying to draw the curtains or force them wide open in a way that doesn't feel human. The truth doesn't need to prove itself, but a lie needs eye contact like a magician needs misdirection, to make you look where they want, so you don't see what they're hiding. So when you feel that eerie disconnect, when the eye contact makes your skin crawl, instead of calming your heart, don't ignore it. You're not paranoid. You're not imagining it. You're just seeing the mask slip. And it's okay to walk away, even if they're staring you straight in the face. Sign 6. You catch them in small lies. It starts with the little things, tiny cracks in their words, barely noticeable, until they pile up. I didn't see your message, but you saw the read receipt. I didn't go out last night, but their friend's story says otherwise. I never said that, but you remember it word for word. You want to let it go. It feels petty to call them out. It's not a big deal, right? But here's the truth no one wants to admit. Small lies are never small. They're tests, probes. They're seeing what they can get away with, how deep they can twist the truth before you push back. If they lie about the small things, what do you think they do when it really matters? It's not about the lie itself. It's about the message underneath it. I don't respect your reality. I'll choose convenience over honesty. You don't deserve the truth unless it benefits me. And the worst part? They make you feel dramatic for noticing. Like you're the one ruining the mood. Like you're just looking for problems. But the lie is the problem. You're just the one brave enough to see it. It chips away at trust, slowly, quietly, until one day you wake up and realize you don't believe anything they say anymore. Not even the I love yous. Because if someone can lie so easily about where they were, who they were with, what they said, then they can lie about anything, everything. You don't need proof of the big betrayal. The little betrayals already told you everything. And if you're catching the lies, you're not paranoid. You're present. And that's a gift, even if it hurts. Sign 7. You feel crazy, but only around them. You're fine with everyone else. Clear, grounded. You laugh. You think straight. You trust yourself. But with them, you question everything. Your memory, your emotions, your gut. They twist things subtly. I never said that. You're remembering it wrong. You're so sensitive. And little by little, they chip away at your sense of reality. At first, it's confusion. Then it's self-doubt. Then comes the shame. You start apologizing for things you didn't do. You replay conversations over and over, trying to find the moment you became too much. You hide parts of yourself to keep the peace. You feel like you're walking through fog, like you've lost yourself and you don't even know when it happened. This isn't love, it's gaslighting, and it's one of the most damaging forms of manipulation. Because it doesn't just make you question them, it makes you question you. Your instincts scream, something's wrong, but they smile and say, everything's fine. So you override your body. You betray your intuition, and that inner voice, the one meant to protect you, starts to go quiet. You feel crazy, but only around them. And that's the only proof you need. Because love shouldn't make you feel insane. It shouldn't make you doubt your own mind. It shouldn't erase the parts of you that know better. You're not overreacting. You're not broken. You're not unstable. You're being conditioned to distrust yourself by someone who benefits from your confusion. So ask yourself, who were you before them? And who are you becoming now? That feeling of crazy, it's not weakness. It's your soul trying to wake you up. Sign 8. Their behavior doesn't match their words. They say they love you, but they forget your birthday. They say they care, but they cancel when you need them most. They promise to change, but nothing ever actually does. Words come easy. Behavior is the truth. You start to notice the cracks, how their mouth says, I'm committed, but their actions scream, I'm half in, half out. How they swear you're their priority, but they never show up, not emotionally, not consistently, not when it really counts. And every time you bring it up, they give you just enough to keep you hanging. A little tenderness, a vague apology, a promise that next time will be different. But next time never comes, and so you wait and wait, until one day you realize you've been loving a phantom, someone who exists more in their words than in your reality. That disconnect between what they say and what they do, that's not forgetfulness, that's not bad timing, that's a choice, because people show you who they are not just in how they talk, but in what they prioritize, what they follow through on, how they treat you when it's inconvenient. And here's the part no one tells you. The longer you tolerate the mismatch, the more you start lying to yourself. You start defending them, excusing them, smoothing over the inconsistencies like they don't cost you anything. But they do. They cost you your clarity, your peace, your sense of what love is supposed to feel like. Real love doesn't require translation. You don't have to decode it. You don't have to squint to see it. If their actions don't align with their words, believe the actions. Because love without consistency isn't love. It's manipulation wrapped in pretty language. Sign 9. You feel drained after talking to them. You hang up the phone or walk away from another conversation, and instead of feeling closer, you feel exhausted. Not because it was emotional, not because you opened up, but because you gave and gave and gave and got nothing real back. You feel like your energy has been sucked out of you, like they reached inside and took something, your calm, your clarity, your sense of self, and left you empty. That kind of fatigue isn't normal. It's not a bad day thing. It's a pattern, and your body is trying to tell you something. This connection is costing you. Because real connection restores you, even after hard talks, even after tears. Real connection leaves you feeling understood, not discarded. But when someone lies, manipulates, or plays emotional games, they drain you. They leave you spinning in your head, replaying what you said, second-guessing how you said it. You try to make sense of the conversation, but there's always something that doesn't sit right. They might act like they care, but somehow every talk is about them, their needs, their mood, their narrative. And you're just the mirror, the punching bag, the audience. So you walk away tired, not physically, but soul, tired, worn down in ways you can't explain. And that's the sign, because love doesn't leave you depleted. Honest conversations don't leave you confused. Truth doesn't leave you hollow. If every interaction feels like a withdrawal from your emotional bank with nothing being deposited back, that's not connection. That's drainage, and you don't have to keep paying the price just because someone keeps showing up with their hand out. You deserve conversations that fill you, people who pour back into you, energy that doesn't come with a hidden fee. Protect your peace, because sometimes Walking away is the only way to get your life force back.
Sign 10. Your intuition is screaming.
This is the one you keep trying to ignore. Because it's not proof. It's not logical, but it never is. Your gut doesn't need receipts. It feels the fracture, the betrayal, the mask. When someone is lying to you, your intuition knows. Before the tears, before the evidence, before the breakdown, you knew. You've always known. You just wanted to be wrong. If these signs hit you, not just one, but many, you already have your answer. It doesn't mean they're a monster, but it does mean you've been lied to, and that hurts, because the lie isn't just about what they said, it's about what they took. Your peace, your clarity, your trust. You deserve truth, even when it's hard, even when it breaks you, because the truth will set you free, but first, it will piss you off. So take your power back, not with revenge, not with rage, but with clarity, with distance, with self-respect. You are not crazy. You are not dramatic. You are not broken. You were just lied to, and now you're waking up.
Subscribe, because this space is for the ones who are done settling, done doubting, done ignoring the red flags. And if you need to hear this again tomorrow, come back. I'll be here. Your healing is not a straight line, but every time you choose truth over comfort, you win.